Looks like Jill has had too much of this party.
I'm taking her back to her room. Maybe I'll come back later.
Do
Do you need some help?
Leaning over.
Sure, take the other side. She can't really walk.
There's something really funny about the way she walks.
I hope she's okay. I wonder if something happened.
What do you mean?
Well, Scott was taking her somewhere earlier tonight. I didn't see
did we
either of them
return
for
to
quite
this
a while.
plot line?
Hey girls, let's see some tits.
Cow, really?
What?
What?
Nothing.
Here comes another bunch. Oh yeah, they look like girls gone wild.
Cal, stop.
Talks like
What?
this.
I have the right to yell if I want to. Besides, they like the attention. I think I've seen that one in the video. Hey, are you a porn star?
What the fuck? Oh. If they show, then they... Oh, why would you say there and then proceed to use the abbreviated version of ho? Or whore? Like, it should say, if they show, then they a hoe. I mean, you know, this makes sense. I really like this one because it's so funny. It's part of it. The game never changes. Oh, we just went full Anita Sarkeesian. I really like that one. I had to go with it. I would probably never say it, but...
Damn straight.
Really? I don't have the right to dress up and walk down the sidewalk in my own town and not be yelled at? You don't own the street. Girls have a right to feel safe.
What about the girls who like it?
Most girls don't like it. They tolerate it.
Oh,
and how do you know who likes it and who
the ones
doesn't?
who like
You're
it?
not a mind reader. Not that you care about whether they like it or not. You clearly aren't interested in their minds.
Then move on. I'm sorry, that was what we, when we were told we were
Besides,
mind readers.
now that
we
I've
should
seen
just
how
move
drunk
on.
Jill is, I'm kind of worried about her. And you're acting like a jerk. Don't you care at all?
She just drank too much. She'll be fine tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but in a couple of days. Jessica Miguel took her home. What else could we do?
I don't know, but Scott was with her. Do you think Scott did do something to her?
You mean like he raped her? Oh, come on. She just drank too much.
Is Jill okay?
I don't know. She wouldn't talk to us. Maybe she's too wasted to talk. Jessica stayed to try to get her to drink some water before she passed out.
And I think Scott may have done something to her.
I guess we won't know unless she wants to tell us. She might need a few days to sort it out. I'll check on her tomorrow.
Are you going to ask if something happened?
I'll ask if there's
Just
anything
said
she
that.
wants to talk about. And yeah, maybe I'll ask if something happened.
What? If she says yes, are you going to call the cops or something?
Doo-doo. I like this one because we're just assuming at this point that she's been raped. Like this is all pointless assumption. All we can do is wait till tomorrow or whatever. Or if she doesn't tell anyone, then what the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, this one, whatever. Alright, closed captioning, just in case. Although I think these voice actors are clear enough. Oh, wait,
Right.
there is
I'll tell her I'll help her do whatever she wants to do.
Why wouldn't she call the police if he raped her? I would call them immediately and get his ass thrown in jail.
Right?
Man, you have no idea how you would feel if you were sexually assaulted.
I know I wouldn't call the police. I don't think I would tell anyone.
Why?
Well, because everyone would say it's my fault. You saw how drunk Jill was. Everyone will say it's her fault for putting herself in that position. Or they'll just say Scott misunderstood because she didn't say no the right way. I know how people talk about girls who say they were raped. It's always their fault for being drunk or stupid or for dressing like a slut or not fighting back.
Who
I wouldn't
says
put myself
this?
through all that.
Yeah, a girl in my high school said a guy raped her, and when she reported it, everyone turned on her. It was hell for her. Has anyone ever told you they were sexually assaulted?
No. Oh, wait. I don't think that counts. Kinda.
Wow. I've heard it happens a lot, but nobody has ever told me it happened to them. I wouldn't know what to do. How can I know what happened between Jill and Scott?
We
We may
make
never
pointless
know what
assumptions.
really happened. But for me, when someone tells me that they've been assaulted, I believe them.
But Jill and Scott are both my friends.
Let's just ignore all the ones where people will say that, and then it turned out not to be true. In fact, this segues nicely into a little story. I went to a community college where I was in this acting class. Well, acting's not my major, first of all. CIS major. But this was early in my college days, and there was a reported rape on our campus, the only one ever, or the only one ever since I went there. And I was there for like 2 years, and it was like, oh well, you have to walk home in pairs. You have to be careful around campus because it's dangerous. This guy's still out on the loose. And a couple days later, it turned out to be false. She lied, and that was fantastic. It's like, oh well, you hear this, like, oh well, like what they're just talking about. It's like, oh yeah, well, I would believe them instantly, and people do. But then when it turns out to be falsified, then you're destroying the credibility of all the people who've actually been raped, because now it's trivial. Because then when you hear because they get sensationalized, you hear all these like, oh well, someone was raped, and you're like, well, were they? Because then you hear this like, oh, I don't know the recent one, but I've seen it around where that girl was carrying the mattress around the campus and shit, and then that turned out to be fake, and it's like, so you can't destroy the credibility like that. You just make your movement look pathetic. It's now no one believes you, and you make it harder for other people to be believed. Because now we actually have to consider the possibility that, hey, maybe they're lying. It's bullshit. I haven't been reading these at all. Oh, I like this. If someone tells you they were assaulted, you can believe and support them without knowing what really happened. So without knowing what really happened, you can believe that that's what really happened. And that is what really matters. What a fucking load. If a friend is accused of sexual assault, you can be supportive and still acknowledge that you don't really know. Okay, yeah, that's the right answer. This is crazy. Unfortunately, they don't tell you what people pick in the multiple choice. Quite frankly, I don't think I want to know.
You don't have to take sides. If you want to be helpful, here's something you can do. Stop yelling at girls walking down the street. I heard you, and Jill heard you.
Oh man, not you too. That is nothing like what we're talking about.
It's nothing like raping someone, but the two things are connected. They're both violations. You don't care if the girls you're yelling at are hurt by what you're saying. It's like you think they deserve to be yelled at. It's like they should just accept it and move on. You're encouraging some other guy to think hurting women is okay.
And here we are continuing with the rapist feeling acknowledged when they hear rape jokes. Yada yada. Skip.
It may not be illegal, but it's not cool to harass someone just because you want to. Yeah, some women dress sexy and want attention from guys, but they don't want to be disrespected. I think it's pretty messed up for a guy to say, girls who dress like sluts deserve to be yelled at. Because rapists will basically say the same thing. Girls who dress like sluts deserve to be raped.
And that's ends level 3. Thank God.